Hey everyone, it's Susan here with a reading for you, taking us through to the March equinox on the 21st of March this year. It's going to be super special, but it is about taking us beyond the illusion. So that illusion that we might hold about who we are or what we're capable of. Very much a thinning of the veils, very much a time when spirit are closer than ever, and a time when the energy, so the equinox brings us equal night and equal day. So we're kind of always reminded at that time about the balance that we need within ourselves, the balance of light, dark, happiness, sadness, all of those things that light and dark carry, and knowing that each one has its own value. But as we tip into the 22nd, which is the day after the equinox, we've got this huge portal of energy opening, this heaven's gate, this heaven's cross, the portal, this huge galactic energy where more light, the frequency of that light coming in a very powerful and beautiful and soft way. So it's something to be really excited about, but the lead into it is what we're in at the moment. And that's why I'm really called to do this video today around this, because already what is happening is that the illusions that you carry are being challenged. And that illusion might be that something is going to work out when really it isn't, or that somebody is beyond saving when really they're not. So different types of things that you're going to notice in your life. The illusion that you might have around your relationships, having one, not having one, it being good, it being bad, the illusion that there is no choice for change. And ultimately, for any relationship to work, it has to be in a constant state of flux. There has to be a willingness from both parties to step up, to speak up, and to move those boundaries that sometimes have been so rigid. So we're being called at the moment for great internal changes within our relationships with ourselves. Now, this full moon in Virgo was, it was massive. It was really shining that light on the ways that we block ourselves, the way that we stop ourselves, the ways that we're stuck and rooted in the past. So by taking a breath between now and the 21st, maybe taking a few breaths, you'll be able to refocus yourself and really look for what you need at the moment to bring yourself more into a state of harmony and balance. That harmonizing the masculine, the feminine, looking at the work-life balance. Now, even if you're not working, you're working, right? You're working on your home, you're working on your social engagements, you're working on your health. So there's always kind of a work energy that we have. What I'm being shown is that we are being encouraged to step away from what seems to be futile. And so many people will quit their jobs. They will say, I'm not doing this anymore. Many businesses may fold over this period. And I always know that if that kind of thing happens, while it's devastating at the time for the people involved, what we're seeing is a collapse of the old so that something new can truly be born. And that's going to be in our relationships, in our work life, in our health, in what we believe that we can achieve within our bodies, within our mental health. If we've been really stuck in the fog, that heaviness, like fog, then this is a time when there will be a huge clearing of it and an opportunity to clear it. So a lot of clarity coming, a lot of revisioning. The revisioning is important. It's something to spend a little bit of time talking about. So when things haven't gone the way you want them to, there's a tendency to either dwell in it or push it completely aside and not look at it. Well, we know that this year, being the 7 year, we're really being invited, encouraged, called to do the inner work, which is just self-examination so that we can make peace with what's happened. But oftentimes we think that we can't change something that's happened. And we can't change the physical that has happened. We can't change the events. But there is something I am being guided to talk about, which is the amazing energy that happens when you can see something completely differently. So if there's been someone in your life that's gone through a problem, if you've gone through something really traumatic, the guidance at the moment is to spend a little bit of time visualizing it actually having happened differently, visualizing a different outcome, visualizing the wisdom that this trauma has actually brought to you or to the person that you care about. Because all trauma has the opportunity for wisdom. It has the opportunity for appreciation of what life was like before the trauma, the opportunity to appreciate the missed opportunities that we've had, the things that we didn't spend time doing. So by revisioning it, so it's seeing it differently, hearing it differently, feeling it differently, we put a new frequency out into the world through our bodies, mainly through what we feel when we revision it. So we feel differently when we see it differently, because you can't separate these two senses that we have. We're multi-sensory beings. And that's the beauty of who we are, is that when we can see something differently, it brings up a different energy in our body. That emanates from us. But the beauty of it is, if it's someone that you are concerned about in your life, it's not wishful thinking for them. It's actually kind of seeing it differently for them, because that will reverberate to them. Now, even people in the spirit world that have passed, if there's been an unhealthy or an unhappy end to that relationship, maybe because they died suddenly, maybe because there was a traumatic experience, perhaps there were relationship issues that weren't resolved. So this equinox, and going beyond illusion, is knowing that we have the creative ability at the moment, and always, by the way, but more pointedly at the moment, because we're heading for a huge shift of happiness and awakening. But the opportunity at the moment is to see things differently. Now, those in the spirit world, it will reverberate to them. And by the way, they are there encouraging us to make this change, because they know when we see it differently, that they will see, or we will move into the vibration more that they are already in, because they've already seen it differently. They've already looked at life and gone, you know what? Wow, look at the big picture. You know, big picture is love. Big picture is life eternal. Big picture is there's always a solution. There's always something positive that can come from anything. So they see that. They're already in that vibration. So we actually don't need to heal those in the spirit world. What they want to do is bring us the wisdom and the insight and the guidance for us to look at things differently. And where there is sadness because you've lost somebody, they don't want that. They want to encourage a sense of openness so that you can actually feel more of their presence in everyday life. So on this equinox, there is a huge influx happening of light. Scientifically, we are being told that there is a break in the Earth's magnetic field. That's exciting, because you know the magnetic field is what keeps everything in play. It keeps everything working in a certain way. So this break in the magnetic field is allowing more light in, more of the neutrino light from the sun, more of the cosmic light. And that cosmic light carries intelligence, it carries wisdom, it carries thought forms, and it carries healing codes. So all of those things are being gifted to us at this time. Now, there may be interference with our earthly devices, the solar flares that are happening, the interruptions to the internet. I would just really encourage you to not be in the state of fear around any of that. Maybe prepare yourself by making sure that you keep all your photos off your phone and get your password somewhere. But don't be afraid of change. Don't be afraid of loss. Don't be afraid of no thingness or nothingness. Because, you know, at some point in this next couple of weeks, if you haven't already experienced it. You're going to experience times when you just think you're wasting your time. And you're going to say, my God, I just wasted a week. I didn't achieve what I wanted to achieve. So these are the times when you are being energetically repatterned or opened up, where your physical body is letting go. Not just of this lifetime's trauma, but the lifetimes of trauma that you've brought in this lifetime to release, to heal, and to transmute. Because we're in a great time of transmutation. So that's interesting now. I understand why I was called to wear my amethyst. I haven't worn this for, I don't know, years. And when I was getting ready for the video, I went, okay, different colors. I don't normally wear these earthy colors, but also wearing the amethyst, which is the master healer. So I would encourage you, if you have any amethyst around you, you know, just to have some that you can actually look at and hold. And in this period up until, well, not just up till the 21st, by the way, but this next whole year really is this massive energy of transmutation. So for things to improve, for things to be as we want them to be, then that's us showing up in the best version of who we are. So revisioning means looking at yourself through eyes of love, looking at yourself differently, and going beyond the illusion that you don't have freedom. Martin Luther King is very strongly with me at the moment as a support energy and as someone that says, you know, maybe we need to read his speech. Maybe you need to look on the internet, and I don't know it offhand, but the big things I remember are, I have a dream. So he had a dream that one day we would all live together, and one day the color of people's skin wouldn't matter. What we're seeing on the planet at the moment is the grab for energy, the grab for resources, the chest beating of who's the bigger country and who's got the most weapons and who's going to do the most damage. We can revision, all right? And I think it's time to revision for us personally. So that would be go back to any battles that you feel you've had, and they'll come to you when you just stop and think about it. They'll, whatever you've been battling, it will come to you, and it will be crystal clear. It will be that thing where you say, you know what, I keep doing this, and I know that going forward, I don't want to do this. I know that this is the thing I keep bringing into my everyday life, and I don't want to do that anymore. So you're going to see it very clearly if you will open your eyes to it in the next couple of weeks. Now, when this portal of energy opens, this heaven's gate, this heaven's cross, it's already happening. It's like this big crack that's opening. But already you may have been touched by spirit. You may have had that feeling of somebody standing with you, the closeness of your loved ones in spirit, the closeness of the external, the guides, the invisible realms. And they're really coming strongly at the moment to reaffirm their presence, but also to help us bring up that which is within so that we can truly blossom and stop wasting time on what's not important. So the perfectionism of this full moon, the letting go, the opportunity of the new moon to set new desires, the equinox, which is always a marking point and a time when we can look at things in a very balanced way. It's a great opportunity that's coming up to, I'm just saying, it's almost like put your car in neutral. We have the gears, just put your car in neutral. Ponder, don't rush. Start to ask for what you want from others. So be more direct, I suppose is the word. But we can still be direct and we can still be kind and loving. We can simply state what's not working for us if there's things not working in a relationship, and invite the other person to step up, because they can step up, and maybe they will invite us to step up in a different way. Because when we have good relationships, good friendships, a good friend will point out to you the best that's in you that you're not stepping into. And that's what we have this opportunity for at the moment. So finding inner freedom, that means letting go, of whatever you believe was wrong. Letting go of worry around people. I sound like the Reiki principles now, don't I? Just for today, I will let go of worry. Can't remember the other ones. My bad. Reiki Master, and I can't remember all of them. But, you know, that thing, just for today, I will let go of worry. So I think that's really important, and to recognize the power that you have to create more love, more freedom. So I'm going to use the Sufi Wisdom Oracle. Love these cards. Love them because of the colours as well, and this beautiful turquoisey colour, which is the heart, the energy of the heart chakra, but the higher energy of it, it's close to the throat. So this turquoisey energy, it's like this aqua ocean, you know, that real clear energy where you can see through it. And you will really know more and more this next couple of weeks what love really is. What it really is for you, what it really is to express it, and what it is to receive it. And it feels like a massive time of great healing, great transformation, and more revelations about I just think the illusions that you've held, either about yourself or about the possibilities for yourself in your life. So expect as well, I'm just seeing or hearing, expect to stop being spoon-fed and to actually step out of that almost child energy, not the good child energy, but the child energy that says give me, tell me, heal me, fix me energy, into adult energy that says I know, I trust, I might make a mistake, but I will learn through what doesn't pan out the way I want it to, and I'll just keep doing it differently. And I won't go over it, and I won't talk about it. I'll just keep doing it differently until I get close to where I want to be. And there's a great satisfaction in that. Okay, so let's see what beautiful wisdom we get from this Sufi oracle. Divine guidance through the hearts of great sages. Let's see. All right, so the first one. Wow. Concealed power. And it says give birth to the wonder of revelation. And it actually even looks like this kind of birth canal energy, but there's a fiery energy in it. So because we've got this portal of light, this gold, white, I'm seeing it really gold, white, and almost a lemony color, but it's from the massive solar bursts that are coming from the sun, the coronal ejections that are coming. But it's also got this huge cosmic energy behind it. It's a bit like, you know, the planetary guides that are there helping us is saying, come on, we really need to give these guys a hand now. They've been doing it tough for a long, long time. Let's give them a boost of energy. So this will bring up any concealed power within you. And conceal is an interesting word, because it says give birth to the wonder of revelation. Now, there's a lot of revelations happening at the moment politically through abuse of power. So that's power that's been concealed, power that's been hidden, the way it's been used. And this is the wonder of revelation now, of the power that you have to not conceal your power for indignation, for anger, for whatever it is that you feel, because we're not meant to hide everything that we feel. We're not necessarily meant to give it to other people either, by the way, but we're meant to be able to transmute it. And remember, I said we're in an energy of transmutation. So through the revelations that you have about what you do feel, and maybe the misuse of your own power, so we really misuse our power when we are down on ourselves, because this is the thing, you know, we're such creative beings. And when we push ourselves down, make ourselves small, we're really abusing the power we have for ourselves. So beautiful energy of giving birth to the wonder, beautiful, beautiful colors, lovely orange, the sacral energy of passion and power. It actually reminds me of a dragon as well. So I feel very much the dragon energy online at the moment too. And the phoenix energy, you know, rising from the ashes. Beautiful card as well. Do not be frustrated. Let go of frustrations. Let go and feel peaceful. And even when you look at that card, that star, you know, that's you. So see the star power in you. See the person that you are. Recognize it. Love the fairy energy there. It's kind of very feminine, very soft. Again, the heart chakra energy, that beautiful minty green. And this frustration may be the key for you in revisioning what it is that you are ready to revision in your life. So, you know, you could be so frustrated about things not working out the way you want them to. And, you know, you have to remember that we are on this journey. It is a journey. If we had all the answers, you know, I often say to myself, I'm not ready to die yet because I still got lots to experience and lots to learn and lots to understand. And I'm going to enjoy that. And I think that's what we have to do, is enjoy it and be on the journey. But a lot of energy there, and I don't know what the stars are doing, but I just want to say Venus being very much online with that. The energy of Venus shining love energy down on us, and really supporting us in this new moon time that we're moving into. Oh, wow. Heart of the matter, again, this beautiful fiery color of the sun energy, and a line that life's pathways through the heart. So looking again into your heart. And this is where I was saying earlier that people who are tired of their jobs are just going to go, I'm done, I'm out, I'm finished. Anything that you're doing at the moment that you don't like doing, you're probably just going to reach that tipping point where you go, I'm done with it. And that could be relationships, it could be, you know, careers, it could be where you live, and you go, actually, I don't want to live here anymore. I'm done. My heart wants me to be here. So I'm going to make that move. So expect big revelations, big changes, beautiful star energies in there as well. And of course, the sun being our central star, which gives us all of its beautiful light and power and love. Just love it. Haven't had a song for a while, and I didn't get one coming in, so I'm not hearing one at the moment either. One more, I think I've got two more coming. So self-creation, be the author of your own life. So great deal of wisdom that you have, great deal of foresight you have, a great deal of opportunity now in this new moon energy to actually look at it and say, this is what I want. Put power into it, put your breath into it, put your energy into it so you can give it life. And one more beautiful card, and I'll come back to that one in a minute actually. Gotta love it, don't you? I can't sometimes think there's a little bit of, not mischief, but it's almost like they go, okay, we can't be all love, light and rainbows and lollipops. Deal with the unexpected. And the unexpected, it says, treat the unforeseen as a divine offering. Now, I think if we could do that more and more, we would go through life so much easier. Because, you know, it's like this, right? You've got your plan of how things are going to go. When I'm doing my videos, I've got my plan of how it's going to go. And then sometimes the birds come, or sometimes I just lose my track and I go, oh my God, what's coming? But when we can be open to the magic of spontaneity, when we can look at diversions and delays as an opportunity for something, then life becomes magical. So whatever is unexpected, see the gift in it. It's always a gift. And when we start living that way of seeing the gift in the unexpected, even if it's unwanted, so sometimes we get the unexpected and we get the unwanted. I don't want this delay. I don't want this new love that's come into my life that is different. You know, I don't want this opportunity for this job that's going to challenge me and take me on a new path. You know, I don't want to move because my friend wants to move, or my partner. So there's all those things that may come up and you might not want them, but treat them as an offering. Treat them as something to be explored and to be curious about, because whatever does come up for you in the next couple of weeks will be this kind of magic that's going to steer you into a brand new level of joy and self-fulfillment. So I wish you the happiest of new moons and equinoxes, which is coming up. And thank you for those of you that have already subscribed. And look, you might know someone that would benefit from hearing this. So please share the link with whoever you want to share it with. And I really look forward to seeing you again on the next video. Okay, lots and lots of love. Bye for now.